everybody, welcome! It's episode 13 of our Rime of the Frostmaiden playthrough. Welcome, everybody. If you haven't heard the word, we are playing through the official Wizards of the Coast module, Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, which I had the pleasure of being one of the writers on. Episode 13, so we're in the thick of it. And as you can see, we are rejoined by one of our wonderful cast members. Katie is back with us. Hello.
Hi, hello.
Just
I missed you guys.
Hello. Yeah, just in time for all of the drama and horror that unfolded last session. Speaking of horror, this is a horror themed podcast. There are dark themes that come up in the show, particularly in this arc that we've been dealing with. So we do have content warnings that you can see moving through the chat here. But in general, themes like body horror, cannibalism, for tonight's episode, children in peril, animal cruelty. These are all things that do come up in this episode. So if you are not in a place to be able to handle those, this may not be the game for you to watch tonight, or the campaign for you to enjoy. But with that said, hey everybody, my name is Celeste Conowitch, and tonight I will be your dungeon master.
And I'm Joe. I'll be playing Gob Herkenstone, North fighter.
Hello, I'm Katie, and I will be playing Minerva Tinkerbobble, your human wizard.
And I'm Sage, and I know Inga's going to be very excited to see Minerva again because, oh boy, have we been through some stuff.
Come to Granny's bosom.
Hugs all the way down.
Oh my god. And I'm Vincent, waiting for Granny's trail mix because you know it's delightful. Playing your Hexblade Warlock, Veronica Carnell.
Bringing that homemade granola.
Banana bread.
Packed
Let's
with
go.
nutrients. Fiber for days.
So I'm so stoked to have you back, Katie. Nassim is still enjoying that sweet summer break between Venture Maiden campaigns, so she will be joining us shortly. But for now, I'm glad to have four of you because boy, we're in for some trouble. And we'll get to that recap in a second. But I also want to let you know that we are doing a dice giveaway tonight. So Joe of RPG Dice has generously donated another gorgeous set of dice here. Let's look at them on the screen. Ooh, look at these orange beauties. Joe, do you want to tell us about this set?
Yeah, it's beautiful creamy shade of orange, finished in kind of a sea glass, kind of opaque finish, and inked in dark obsidian.
Dark
Trying to get artsy with it.
Right, I was gonna say, I was like,
so
chocolate, like.
Tell me what it evokes. I don't know.
Definitely pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Perfect.
Yes. Sorry, chat. I have a brand new microphone, so I understand that there are noise issues, and I'm doing my best. So with that in mind, yes, we are running that dice giveaway. So the rules of that, about halfway through the episode, we are going to open up this giveaway. So make sure you stick around to be there, enter that code word, and then you have to stay to the very end of the episode when we pull those names to claim your dice. So stick around for that. But that's the business. So why don't you all give me a sweet, sweet recap while I try and figure out my mic issues.
Oh dear.
Yeah, fair enough.
We had just went into the cruelty room after finishing up the preservation. No, not preservation.
Did
Endurance.
the big march?
Endurance.
Yeah.
We had just finished up endurance, and then we went into cruelty next because, oh man, we were like, we got through that, and we were like, oh, we're feeling pretty good. This isn't too bad. All right, we went to cruelty, and man, was there cruelty!
Yeah.
That room, that door, that sign did not lie. To be sure,
No one lied to you.
Nope.
No lies.
Starving on their last legs, and some total dickhead strung up the old folks, and people couldn't defend themselves, and they're gonna have a little snack.
A little
To survive?
A little snack. Yeah. Oh god. So yeah, we decided. Well, I guess Inga decided. Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and just straight up was like, took the knife, sliced up the neck, called it a day. Veronica did the same. Gob and Velian were like, no, thank you. I'm good. So we managed to pass that one. Meanwhile, reappearing back in Oral's fortress, Veronica lost her shit. Yeah, like even what was the walrus's name? I keep saying Ungajuk, but that's the whale. Ukama. Yeah, Ukama and her like valley girlness is like, so is everyone gonna be okay? As Veronica's just like decimating the walls of this fortress.
Oh yeah. Just work here part time.
My manager's not here.
What do you want?
Coffee, stat. Came for Velian, who was just like, I'm not here to make friends. We're like, yeah, no, we got that, but get your shit in gear.
If the point is for us to pass these trials in order to get to the thing that we need to get for the whole reason why we're here, then we all need to put forth some effort, because putting our ideals first clearly is not going to get us there.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Right. So we went to the third trial, which was isolation. Started out kind of okay enough. The tribe was like, hey, we're going to go murder that other tribe. Watch our stuff. We'll be back. We're like, okay, that's fine,
Cool.
I guess. Yeah, it's fine.
What could go wrong?
Who knows,
This is
right?
fine.
First night that we're there, or I guess, yeah, first night everything's fine. Next morning, Gob into the ether he went. Looked around, couldn't find anything. Second to go was Velian. It was Veronica and Inga, who were just kind of sitting around the campfire, like telling stories, trying to keep each other going. And then Veronica left. Inga was like, I'm going to write stuff down in my journal to make sure I know what's going on. Next morning, gibberish. Had a whole like aspect of thinking, am I a good person? Was that the right thing for me to do? Like, it was a real come to Jesus moment for Inga. Let's be real. What happened after that? Oh yeah, the tribe came back and they're like, hey, we found them on our way here, just like standing out in the snow like weirdos.
Wandering around.
All right, cool story, I guess. Past that trial, went to the last door that just had Irvation on it. We're like, great, it's been horrible. It can only get better.
Be a good one, right?
I lied. Yeah. Appeared in a camp. Everything was covered in blood. Terrible.
Big massacre, right?
Yeah. We found
people had been flayed and clearly tortured and left for dead, just bleeding out on the ground. And there's the howling of wolves, of a wolf in the background. And there is this small child that V discovered, who was just absolutely overcome with just the trauma of having witnessed his entire portion of his tribe just completely decimated before his eyes. And yeah, heard and then Inga used a lesser restoration on him to help pull him out of this spiral he was in. And eventually, we heard this howling again, and it was a portion of the wolf tribe who has come to finish the job and kill this last child here, and to take on the mantle of the Wolf King for the Ragged Wolf tribe, which he was not supposed to do. He's not supposed to be in charge.
And didn't he call him Little Prince or something like that?
Yeah.
Because the kid's supposed to be the heir to be the new one.
Yeah.
So
we got to protect this boy.
Yeah. And then, So
we just squared up and we're just like, we're kind of done with all of this bullshit. And we're all like, let's murder this guy.
In the mood for murder.
Ridge and,
right.
Yeah, we ran out to meet him.
Heck yeah. I would just like to say that I Google fixed the problem in that recap. So everybody, I get inspiration tonight.
Hell yeah. You do.
So chat, hopefully that fixes our one-sided issue. Awesome. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So that is exactly where we are picking up. You all had been in the middle of this final trial, something Irvation. You had seen this desolated camp where clearly some horrific fight had happened. You had found this crying child, cradled them close, and before you could really get any answers, that howling from the hills had begun, and this strange voice had echoed down to you as clearly some person, a wolf, had been taunting this child and all of you from the hills. And you had seen this figure as they bounded down, half man, half beast, and this thing had kind of crashed down in front of you, towering over you now as its jaw, this human jaw, had distended to become wolf-like and frightening as this hulking figure is standing above you now. But that's not actually the spot we're starting in for today. Where we are starting is in this basement hall, Minnie, that you have finally reached, picking up the trail of your companions. You had just been talking to this very strange awakened walrus who had casually let you know that your friends are behind this door taking some kind of boring test. And right now you are standing next to your companions, Dazan, who you really, really very different from when you used to date, but doesn't look any different in appearance anyway. His red robes are as preen and pressed as they ever were. And standing next to him on the other side is the continuously silent white companion who has kept guard over watch of you through this whole journey here, who's just letting out another rattling breath as you all kind of stand in front of this door carved Irvation at the top. And Dazan sort of turns to you and says, perhaps it would be best if you went in there and talked to her on my behalf. Things didn't end so well when last we spoke.
Minnie just takes a breath that sounds so long it might have been her last, but then she inhales. I've got to tell you, I've raised 8 teenagers and you're just as bad as all of them, but fine. And she just kind of straightens her coat.
I mean, you know how Velian is. She's unbearable when she disagrees with you.
Then I guess we'll just have to not disagree. And she's
right. Well,
I don't have time for this. This is a bunch of baloney, as the kids say. Ugh.
All right,
well,
then I'll just wait out here and just give a shout if you need anything. But we'll be right here.
And she just rolls her eyes because X is, you meet him again and you're like, this, of course, this didn't work.
Oh, no.
And she'll grasp onto the door to open it and look at this fucking walrus that apparently works here. And she's like, thank you, Hoopla. And she'll
my name
walk through.
You know what? Whatever you hear from behind
God.
you. As you open up the door, expecting to see just a normal room, like you would when you open the door, but you are buffeted by this flurry of snowflakes and blinding white snow. As just sudden cold comes over you, you are in a completely different environment than this basement you've been wandering around, and it takes you a minute to acclimatize, because where you are, it's bright. The way the light reflects off of just snow everywhere around you. And you can see that you're standing on the edge of this desolate camp. And at the very center, amidst this field of bodies, you just see this towering, huge figure and a bunch of others crouching below. And I think this is a good point for everybody to roll some initiative. Woo!
Aw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just
yeah.
got some new dice come in the mail today, too. So I'm just like,
Hell yeah.
This
Let's
is the
go.
moment, Joe. Let's see how these birthday dice do.
Did I roll for Rebellion too?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
19.
Also got a
15.
19.
Wow. Okay. 19 for Inga, 19 for Veronica, 15 for Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
See, Gob got a 22.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Natural 20.
that's all out of the water.
And Villian got a 6.
That sounds about right.
Groundbreaking.
Feels.
He's coming.
Pretty right. Okay, between Inga and Veronica, who is going first?
Minus +3.
Mine's +2.
Okay,
Alright,
so
me
so
first.
I have
all
Gob,
you.
Inga, Veronica. Wow, y'all rolled good. Hungry for a fight, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay.
Yes.
Move around some notes. Don't worry about it. Okay, sweet. And thank you so much, Joe. We'll be playing the part of Velian for this fight, so I don't forget. Yay!
I got it.
All right. So,
hard
so
can a
Minnie,
spell
you
cast
are dropped into this action, and I'm going to say here, you're not quite close enough to everyone to make out exactly what's going on. Snow has started to fall, so vision is a little bit obscured. But you can definitely tell a fight is starting at this point. And this large, over-muscled, now still bipedal wolf-like figure has just leaped down in front of all of you because you were all kind of clustered around this child. So Veronica, you still have this like nearly comatose, shocked young boy in your grasp, and so this figure lets out this roar of challenging combat. And Gob, you have the first move as these flecks of saliva are just spraying all over you.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Gob's blood is up. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he would just immediately rush in and try to go for like an uppercut and just let out just a little
Go to you, kid.
a little man yell.
Ah!
Real loud.
I'm a little man!
I'm so angry. Ah!
That's right. The first hit got a 15. Will that
A
do it?
15. So you go to like punch into the flesh of this individual, and the skin is not only so tough, it's almost like leather, but this coarse, wiry fur has sprouted very rapidly over the skin, and you feel like your blow was just totally absorbed. No damage dealt with 15.
Let's see. Could I do a precision attack? It's one of my superiority dice, and reach out and grab some of that fur if I can.
Sure.
Something like that.
Is
So I
it
gotta
just a
add
normal attack?
I could add a D8 to
Ooh.
my hit. So I rolled a 4. So 19.
19 will hit. Yes.
All right. Excellent.
You should have had a D8.
That's right. Never forget your D8.
Oh, good lord.
Ooh, that's an 8.
I missed you guys.
You like what? That is a 14 to hit. Or 14 for damage, excuse me.
Okay. And that is magical bludgeoning. Cool.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah,
magic
where are you
fisties.
Fisticuffs.
Where are you punching?
I think with the uppercut, I tried to jump up and, hit him under the chin. Didn't quite do it, but I think with that precision, reach out, grab some of the scruff under the chin, and bring its head down and do a little pinball kind of thing.
Yeah, and you think maybe it was like the arrogance of this thing, like not really noticing that you were so small beneath it, but you get that great like pap off on this thing, and you make the impact with that skull that just, it feels very strange. I mean, you've punched beasts before, and you've punched humanoids, and you've never quite felt something like this weird hybrid.
Gosh. Well,
Punching a werewolf.
I'm gonna milk it for all it's got. I think with my bonus action, I'm gonna do a grappling strike if I can.
Ooh.
Yeah, try to get on top of this puppy.
All right.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
And that is for me a strength or athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, contested athletics. Yeah.
All right. I'm a strong boy.
Me too.
Yeah, I got a 15.
I got a 15 plus 8.
Well,
Oh, snap.
Nasty.
I
Could you
grip it
stop flexing
and
that
I
hard?
grip it. Okay, so I burn. Yeah, I think I still have one more hit as I reach up, swing around, get I guess back behind this thing or however I'm grappling it, and I'll give it the elbow. My
Okay.
last attack.
I love how the smallest character is always hanging on
Yeah.
by like dear life. The
Oh,
giant,
yeah.
he grappled the dragon, he's grappling this guy. Like,
I'm a grappler.
I mean, that's
Uh,
every small person I've ever met, though.
Yeah.
right.
Fight me.
Gob,
Nice, I
our
get it.
face
They're
hugger, is
fucking
just like,
scrappy.
no!
I get advantage once I'm grappling too, which is
Aw,
excellent.
dang it.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, 17 plus 8 to hit.
Yes.
Plus 9, excuse me.
Oh, you don't
Oh.
say.
Oh, just that.
Oh no,
just
not
that.
that
Put
one.
this rabbit dog
Just the
down.
25. It's fine.
No
It's
big deal.
just casual, casual.
That's actually too high.
You went past, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Go
the
back
AC
around.
ceiling
By the
cap
sun
just
instead
shattered
of
it.
into it. Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, 7 more damage.
Okay.
The people's elbow.
All right. Yeah. So you are getting a great series of blows off on this thing. And now it is grappled. So it is currently locked down, not moving, as it's struggling to get you off of it. Excellent. That it for you?
Yeah, that's it. I did that.
Okay.
I did that.
Yeah, I feel good about this. And then Inga, we come to you. So you see that God has just launched himself on this thing and is climbing like a mad little jungle gym.
So Inga is going to immediately run over and like get up on the other side of him, and you see as suddenly she takes out these very thin, sort of like very thin paper scrolls, and she shreds them, and suddenly her skin transforms as she into like that papery birch bark as she like extends into this tree shape, and she's
Whoa.
casting Guardian of Nature.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
So I gain 10 temporary hit points. I make Constitution saving throws with advantage. I make Dexterity and Wisdom-based attack rolls with advantage. And while I'm on the ground within 15 feet around me is considered difficult terrain for my enemies.
Fuck, man. Okay.
I mean, you said it was hard to get wood in Icewind Dale, and Inga proved you wrong.
It is.
Know the right people.
There it is. Okay. So affecting me right now, I am grappled and everything around you within how far is difficult terrain?
15 feet.
Okay.
So
alright.
for all my enemies.
Wow. Okay. So difficult terrain. Is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
Okay. Just keeping that in mind. Because I might do some damage. Sweet.
Shocker.
Anything else for you as you transform into centaur tree?
And then her centaur tree form takes on this very ethereal nebulous glow as she activates her constellation, and she's gonna and she's going to shoot a bolt at him.
So you're a star tree.
I'm a star tree.
Aw.
No.
You're like a Christmas tree.
Oh no. Oh, it doesn't change the bark. It's just the
Yeah.
lights all over.
This is my final form.
Power.
You have a little
Inga
Oh,
never comes
no.
out of that form.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, the fight's over.
Fine. Like, nope.
No, I'm
This is
much
me now,
happier.
guys.
Ascended.
I'm a Christmas tree. I absolutely
Oh.
am. That's like a 16 plus 8.
Yes, a 16 plus 8 will hit, yes.
And then that is nice. 11 radiant damage.
Okay, yeah. Radiant damage, huh? All right. Yeah, so you are firing off on this thing that is still trying to claw at Gob, who is just stuck on there. Real tough. All right. And then I am going to use a legendary action to get a swipe on you. So Gob, like this thing has been kind of struggling, and it's definitely one of those situations where its back is so broad and its shoulders are so huge that it's sort of having trouble reaching you.
Squirrely.
Yeah.
I got an itch. Oh!
So it flicks its hands back, and you can see instead of where like normal human fingernails would be, these long distended talons that are already stained red with the blood of the people who have died here in this village as it takes a swipe at you. Here we go.
No.
Here we go. All right. Well, an 18 hits ya.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are going to take 10 slashing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Can do. All right, yeah, that's great. 19 plus 8.
Okay. So yeah, this creature was trying in one motion to rip at you and kind of throw you prone onto the ground, but you were just too squirrely. You know, you get hit,
That's right.
but you managed to maintain
Cling.
your grip. Oh boy. And then Minnie, we come to you. So there are these people who were fighting probably about 60 feet away from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, she'd had her hand in her pocket trying to get her quill out for a test, but as soon as she
I was ready for
sees
multiple choice, but okay.
always
I didn't
see when in
study.
doubt.
Damn, it's filling the blanks. Ugh.
But yeah, so seeing this, she's just gonna be like, oh, butt chunks, and just like start scurrying like towards them. And seeing Gob like just kind of like crawling over this thing going at it, she's like, okay, well, look out down below, and she's just going to shoot off a chromatic orb at this thing.
Whoa. All right.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Can I hit it? We'll do second level. Oh, that's gonna be a 26 to hit.
26 will, yes, that will hit.
I'm gonna do acid damage, I guess.
Just glob of like green spit.
Yeah, that's gonna be 13.
Ugh. Yeah. So, Gob, right next to you, this splatter of acid lands and starts to eat away at the fur and the tendons there. It doesn't smell good.
Scuttle
Not
my
gonna
way
lie.
down to a clear patch.
Then I'm gonna move forward with the rest of my turn, waving my little spindly arms at everybody.
Yeah. So you all see that someone bundled up, far away from you has started throwing acid and is waving at you, potentially menacing. You're not really sure.
New threat. Oh, no.
Come at me.
Menacing, and like all I see is like like these spindly little arms, just like
It's
very
only because
slowly.
like everybody wears like those thick fur coats and jackets, so it's pretty much impossible to tell who anyone is unless you're within 5 feet of a person.
Makes sense.
Please don't kill me. How funny would that be if all this time she's like, I'm gonna die in Icewind Dale, but at least I'll have friends, and you guys kill her.
Feels right.
Yeah, it's on brand actually.
This is good.
That's the kind of place it is.
But yeah, after moving up, that's my turn.
Heck yeah. All right, and then Veronica, we come to you. So you
Cute.
have a comatose boy in your arms.
Is this thing like super duper close to like all of us?
Yeah,
or was
I
I
think it
back a
kind
little
of-
bit further?
It jumped down, so maybe let's say it's like 10 feet away from you now, and both Inga and Gob have flanked it within 5 feet here.
Cool. So you'll see her like wave her hand across her face, and like this flurry of snow comes up around her and the child. She'll cast Arm of Agathis on herself, and then turn and just walk towards Veliad with this child and be like, "Here, hold on to him. If you drop him, you die. I have to take care of that thing." And just kind of like gently hand this like child over to her.
Okay. I will say that's going to be like use an object. So I'll call that your like, that's probably going to be what you can do. Armor of Agathis and then the hand off the child.
Oh yeah, no, I figured.
Yeah, and Velian like looks at and like takes the kid and like kind of like sags with the weight of it. And do you keep watching her?
I mean, I'll basically turn back around towards the thing and be like, he's basically the same size and weight as a kobold. You'll be fine.
She's like,
Pretty
you
much
know,
the
it's a
same.
10-year-old child, so not insignificant.
She's got 100-year-old kobolds. It's cool.
Listen, those arms are noodles. Take it from a wizard.
Yeah, from one
No.
wizard to another.
To another. Just she casts mage hand and just hold it up like, oh.
They ain't al dente noodles either. I'm telling you. Oh, there's some overdone squished noodles.
Oh no, she's got angel hair pasta for arms.
Oh no.
Cooked for 12 minutes on accident. It ain't pretty.
Oh man. All right, that's it for Veronica.
Okay. All right. And then we come to the Wolf King, who, Gob, before your eyes, you see that these strikes where this acid has hit starts to immediately knit itself back together, as this creature clearly possesses some kind of regenerative capabilities. And this figure laughs, this very menacing, bellowing laugh, and says, "Little fools, you cannot kill me, but this will be fun." And with
I'm gonna try.
that, he is going to turn his head, and it's a very sharp and strange angle that he manages to achieve here, Gob, as he tries to bite into you. Ooh.
Come on.
Oh, and he's rolling with advantage because you don't have all your hit points, right?
That's true, I guess. Yeah. There's blood
So,
coming out of my neck.
and he says, "I can smell your blood," and he bites into you. Let's see, either a 19 or a 23. So 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take my little hand. You can go.
Here we go.
Take my little hand. Oh no.
All right, so that is going
Job,
to be
Stacey.
16 piercing damage and 18 necrotic damage.
Oh.
That stings a little more. Okay.
And I need
Yeah.
you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please, as you are bit by the Wolf King.
Con save. All right. That is a 15.
A 15 is not going to do it. So as these jaws like pierce into your skin, you feel something like the ichor on his jaws, the saliva, it burns. It burns like fire, and it's strange as it moves through you. Like every bit of your being hurts, and something strange has happened to you.
Poison dog breath. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Balto Thunder is gonna have a new friend.
Okay, but
I don't know
let's
nothing
see.
about that.
That was just his first attack.
Listen.
So let's see. I get
Wait.
2. So I'm gonna go
Haven't
ahead.
you done enough?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and break the grapple. So let's go ahead and do some opposed
All right.
strength
let's do it.
checks.
All right.
I got a 19 on that one.
I got a 12 plus 8, 20.
So after he
bad
bites
dog.
you, and you see, his jaws open up and the spray of your own blood stains the snow. He tries to reach up once again and grab at you to pull you off, but you manage to stay in place, your whole body hurting from that bite.
Mhm.
And
Oh, yeah.
then that is going to bring us down to Velian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Velian would
She has this child that's sagging like to the ground, basically. She can't
make a
hold
little dismissive noise.
She also has, I think I've mentioned too, she has a nervous disorder that makes it very difficult
right.
for her to control her hands. So specifically, this is challenging for her.
Maybe she'll try to slip the kid into a hip belt little boost kind of thing if you can manage it.
Yeah.
With a
10-year-old.
It's just it. Hold on. Let me holster my child.
Yeah.
Like,
The kid's
Well-
like, okay, lady, just put me down.
right, it's
Like,
fine. He does it like he's like upside down, so just
squirming.
like dangling legs, like at the.
Well, she only needs one hand. She'll pull her wand of magic missiles out and cast it at the equivalent of a 5th level.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's 5
Ooh.
d4.
Ooh.
That's right. At Gob, no, at the Wolf Boy.
Betrayed.
Knew she was a traitor.
Aha.
Traitor. Let's see. Ooh, 8, 10, 13, it's 16 plus 5, 21 points of force damage.
Yeah. Ow. God. Any flavor to this wand? What does a wand of magic missiles look like? The magic missiles.
I don't know. I never thought about it. I just thought, magic missiles are pretty plain kind of thing. I think it's got little like nodes on it that kind of indicate how many charges it has left. They kind
Nice.
of glow a little bit. So
Little crystals might glow.
spin those out, and they kind of almost have like a necrotic flair to it, because that's her,
They're little
trademark.
skulls. The nubs are little eyes and the skulls. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Sweet. And then I'm going to take another legendary action. Let's see. So, Gob isn't going anywhere. This creature senses. So, it lets out this very dog-like sound of frustration. And then it's going to bark. Bark.
heckin'.
And it
Darned
is-
it all the heck.
God damn. It is going to swing its head around and crouch and bite at you, Inga. Try and grab one of your starry tree forelegs.
Branches, roots.
Why do you hate
Bring it.
Christmas?
Oh no.
We're fighting the Grinch.
You are the Grinch in this scenario.
So a 21, Inga, darling. Will that be-
She's gonna use her cosmic omen to reduce that by 1d6.
Ooh.
As the lights on her little trees like just flash forward, kind of trying to give a distraction.
Ooh,
And
power
that's
surge.
gonna be a -6.
Ooh, okay. So 15.
Does not hit.
All right. So you manage
Rocking
to...
around
Yeah,
the
you-
Christmas
I rolled a
tree.
20.
Woo! You bling out, and this wolf is confused, and doesn't land that chomp. That chomped. Okay. So, that will bring us back up to Gob.
Okay, yeah. Well, Gob ain't feeling too good, but he knows he gotta bring this puppy down. So as my action, I will attempt to pin this pup,
Okay.
and it's another grapple check. If they fail, this puppy's restrained.
Ooh. All right. Let's see.
I got a natural 20.
Oh God. I got a 21.
Beep, 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 beep.
Mine's a total of 28.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. All right.
I think I get, one baby arm around the neck, and then I get the other one, and I just, try to choke this thing and get it restrained.
Oh my gosh, this is my
So-
favorite thing of watching Gob hold on for dear
I'm
life.
just shrieking. So as a reminder, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against everything. It also has disadvantage on dex saving throws,
Mhm.
and it can't move.
Okay.
So dex saves. everybody.
Bummer.
Yeah, and as let's see, that's my action. So as my bonus action, I'll take a deep breath and just spit out some of the blood in my mouth and do a second wind.
All right. Woo.
Nice.
You also
Get
do your
it.
regen. Two beasts just regenning. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Inga, we
12
come
back.
to you.
So Inga, you see like the branch, like how her antlers have like grown into branches now, sort of just like lash forward at this thing, and the leaves on her branches turn into these little balls of light that fly towards at him as she casts Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
Oh. Let's say Inga used razor leaf. Like
And that is a 21 to hit.
What was that, Joe?
Oh, I was just I forgot to say attack rolls have advantage as well, which is a big deal.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah,
yeah.
I got mine. I got my advantage.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, 21. Certainly going to hit.
All right, we're gonna do 6d6 radiant damage.
Whew.
Woo-wee, woo-wee,
it is shine bright like a diamond.
woo-wee.
That Wolf King don't sound so good.
Oh.
That is 17 radiant damage.
Ow. Yeah.
And then she's gonna use her bonus action with another little smaller bolt as she uses her archer constellation form.
Fight
And
me.
that is a 22.
To hit you.
Ooh. For a max of 12 damage. 12 radiant.
Oh man,
That's
you guys.
me.
You're just poking the wolf bear. Doing it over and over.
Had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to use a legendary action here. And I have one option. I'm going to go ahead and try and claw at Gob here. So I'm rolling with advantage because of my blood frenzy ability. So that will cancel out the disadvantage. So I'm rolling normal to try and hit you with my claw. The claw.
Come get some.
Yeah.
The claw.
All right. 21 to hit. This thing gets plus
Yeah.
11 on its attacks.
Ooh.
It's neat.
No biting, no biting.
It's neat. Okay, that's going to be 11 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Come on, gotta be do the one thing. All right. Yep. That's not bad. 19 plus 8, 27.
All right, again, you managed to avoid.
He's our strong boy.
The
yeah,
strong
having
little
this
hands.
creature tear you off of it. Oh, bummer. Oh, bummer. My pinned king. And then, Minnie, we come to you. So I will remind people that now that we're down on the ground, ranged attacks are made at disadvantage.
Okay. Yikes.
Well, I don't think it's actually it's not knocked prone or anything like that. It's just restrained. Under the condition it says
Oh, he's
attack
not
rolls have
prone?
advantage and the creatures
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
I
the
imagine
creatures
he
attack
was
rolls have
prone
disadvantage. So
with the
I kind of
description.
that's my
Yeah.
description. Sorry.
Okay, then never mind.
My bad.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think at this point, she's moved 30 feet closer, so she's 30 feet away now. And so she's still just like yelling. She's just like, "It's me!
Mario.
Don't worry, children!" Like, just like you're like, I know, Grandma.
Grandma.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess I'll try a mind spike on this. So that's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I got a 16.
But it doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you try and reach out into this thing's mind, and there's just so much rage and just primal anger that blocks your mental advances.
Okay. Yeah, and she just gets real pissed by this. She's like, "Young man, it's time for a timeout. You sit your butt down." And she's just gonna get a little bit closer so that she's probably about 20 feet away at
Power
this
walking.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through the snow.
You all, I think you're starting to. That stride looks so familiar, and so does that big purse, that gigantic purse. Where have I seen
Oh, if we
that
can see the
before?
purse, we know.
Oh, we know.
We know.
Grandma's
Purse and the
clutch.
purple Santa.
Minnie?
My signature.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that is going to be my turn.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pull a legendary action and try and get you off of me. Gomp. Dear God. All right, so I'm going to do a bite. I'm going to do a bite at you. Let's see. Rolling normal. Only a 17 to hit.
Yeah, it'll still hit. AC 16.
Wait. Oh, okay,
Oh,
minus
damn
D6.
it.
Oh,
How many of
yeah?
those do you have?
Minus 5.
How many of those do you have?
Oh,
I have one more.
Fuck. All
So
right. So then
if
that
it
bite.
misses, then
Mm.
I'll burn my reaction to do a riposte.
Oh, yeah.
And I go down and I take a bite out of
Combo.
his neck.
You bite him? Oh.
That's right, getting dirty down and
Yeah,
dirty.
Flex.
Oh, but it was a natural one, so I think I get a
Oh,
minus
no.
Wop, wop.
Oh wait, I have advantage.
Wait, yeah, I was like, don't you get advantage?
So exciting. 8 plus 9, 17.
17.
A 17 will land your
Oh, yeah.
chompers. Yeah, and you
Chomp,
You make a
taste
chomp,
con
that
save.
dirty, sweaty fur and flesh, and for some reason that bite just, boy, it feels good.
Yeah.
Boy, it feels good to do that. Hmm.
That's 11 points of damage coming
Okay.
to him.
With your teeth. Ah, that's metal.
Blessed Inga.
Yeah, blessed Inga. Hallowed be thy tree.
Wow. All right.
Somebody's got to take over as president in Xena's absence.
Right.
President
Definitely
Inga.
Inga.
Stepping in for the interim. So Veronica, we come to you.
Just after handing off the boy, you see Veronica turn around and you see this like very evil grin kind of like creep across her face. Like she brings her axe above her head and just runs, but it doesn't even seem like she's like her feet are touching the ground, as she just flies straight forward and starts hacking at this thing. So I get advantage, yeah, because it's restrained.
Yes.
Ooh, she's just gonna big swing as hard as she can. Ooh. So the first one's a 21.
Yeah.
Cool. So that'll be 5, 19, 27 damage.
Ooh, woo, woo.
Second big swing, natural 20.
Oh.
Oh,
Pew, 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 pew. And yes, my axe is magical, just in case you needed to know. Oh God. Oh, so it's 19, 29, 34 damage. And since I got a critical hit for my feet, I get to use my bonus action to big swing one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Owie.
What a
Oh,
woman.
Thank you, Advantage God Dice.
Oh, I love this so much.
The last hit's gonna be like 23 damage, as it's just like hacking and hacking. She starts like kind of giggling as she's doing this. It's all the frustration of this whole entire aspect of Trials just coming out, and axe swings against this thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, God, you are hacking and hacking into this thing, and there comes a point where you realize it's not moving anymore. Like, Gob, it has
Oh.
fallen below
Oh.
you at that moment, and you're like, as this
I'll hold him.
gigantic creature
Still hacking into the
falls
thing.
dead in the snow.
Got. Ow! Yeah, it feels good.
Everybody howls as this thing falls down.
Yeah, so
It's just a cry of pain at this hit.
yeah, so it goes limp below you all.
Let him go. Give him a little kick.
Set
Yeah.
that motherfucker on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't need that coming back as some fucking ice zombie.
Right.
No, sirree.
Mm-mm.
If that was gonna happen, this is the place it'll happen.
Right.
Yeah, so
Just
you
like
drop the body and kind of like kick it to the side. And Minnie, here, you still waving? Coming.
Of course.
So you all recognize
Running over.
Minnie is here.
Betty!
Oh,
Minerva.
is it an illusion?
Starts like poking at her. Like, is this you? Is this really you?
And
Anime.
she just swats her hand away and she's like, Esther, please. And she's like, children, why are you out here? Just fighting without me. I said, always bring your mother
Oh,
when you go adventuring.
it's good to see you, Minnie.
It's
Couple.
definitely our Minnie.
Yeah. Couple waddle up and hug your kneecap or whatever.
Oh, and she'll give you like that weird pat hug of like a wine mom. Like,
Yeah. Blood all over your knees and your clothes.
And she just kind of like looks around, shaking her head, and looks at the small child, and she's like, hello, and puts her hand out to shake his hand.
Yeah, and the kid at this point, he has been, so Velian is still kind of like holding this kid, who is still, he is terrified. He's still very despondent. His eyes are open, but he doesn't seem to be seeing or hearing much of what's happening at this point. And this is the moment that you hear a roar come from behind you, and suddenly Velian is tackled as the beast that had fallen down to the ground launches itself and rakes its claws down on her, landing on her and the child. Oh, you thought we were out of initiative.
It was
lol. And can you go ahead and make a strength save for Velian for me, please?
Oh yeah, she's so strong. They're 10. That is a flat 13.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely not. So she is going to take 27 points of damage.
Okay.
And she is knocked prone as this thing starts to gore at her, just like ripping at her flesh here. And this thing now, he's down on all fours and looks much more wolf-like than before. And you see, again, those wounds are healing. This thing, it is so beat up, so broken. There's no way this creature should still be living, but it did. It crawled back from death, and you see it's repairing itself in front of your eyes.
Listen here, Dark Souls boss. God.
I told you,
Finally.
fire.
We set it on
does
fire.
not come back.
We thought you were in the midst of doing that while Minnie showed up.
So, Gob, we come back to you.
Okay, Gob, not Velian.
Oh, I mean, well, Velian is, she can try and do something. She is currently prone, and this thing is on top of her.
Okay, she'll cast Vampiric Touch at level 4.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Attempt to. Does a 12 hit?
12 will not. So she's trying to reach up, but I think, she's just so
Distracted,
afraid.
yeah.
She's totally lost control of her hands at this point, and she just can't land purchase on this thing. And I'm going to go ahead and use a legendary action to, let's see. Minnie, you were right there with the kid. I'm going to try and bite you.
Oh, thank you,
At
sir.
this point, and you see, I mean, this creature is, its eyes are fogged over, rolling in the back of its head. It's foaming at the mouth. This spittle, like coming out of it mixed with blood, is just dripping on the snow as it's just desperately lashing out. 22 to hit.
Can I shield that? So I'm at a 16. A 22, you said?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't. Yep, that'll hit for sure.
All right. That's going to be 14 points of piercing damage, 15 necrotic damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
14. I am going to use my portent to get a natty 20.
Good call.
All
That
right,
dog
so
breath is fierce.
whatever that poison, whatever that effect is, you can feel it as it passes over you and as it bites into you. More than the pain of the bite itself was this plague that it was trying to infect you with, but you still yourself against it, and your immune system breaks it down, and you are not infected by lycanthropy with that bite.
It's all these medications they put me on at the nursing home.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm immune
God.
to everything. I eat
Oh
stuff
my
off the
God.
ground
Lycanthropy is an
constantly.
STD in this world.
It's the Mr. Burns effects where it's just everything is just trying to kill you at once, so they all just get blocking each other out of the doorway.
Oh my God.
And Gob, so we come back up to you at this point. What is everyone's
Oh.
passive perceptions? Just real quick.
Oh,
17.
13 for Gob.
10.
I think it's 17, Inga, as all of this is happening, and it's all horrible and like awful. But as Velian falls, the child sort of tumbles out of her hands, and this beast is very fixated now on biting and murdering, and the child has kind of managed to roll off to the side, and you see that he is crawling like on his hands and knees towards one of these bodies in the snow.
Was my turn, right? Yeah, Gob.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. As soon as I turn my back on the dead boss, springs out. When I hear, I assume Minnie probably calls out, and old lady will. Yeah, Gob would, immediately, oh, here we go again, and just launch himself, and try to get a hit off, see if he can get back on that horse.
Save a horse, ride a half
I can
human
throw.
hybrid? Doesn't
19?
work.
Right, a werewolf. I'm sorry, what was that?
That was a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
All right, yeah, then I'll burn a superiority and get back up on if I can. So it'll be another opposed athletics.
Okay. Here we go.
Not bad.
23.
Oh, I got an 18.
Oh.
Oh, the blood.
Oh,
is
I'm gonna
23.
use my Cosmic Omen.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it!
The tree to lift me up.
-4.
Foiled again.
19.
What does it go down to?
19.
We're
That still won't do it.
We're
Oh,
still
because
one
you were
shot.
Oh,
19.
damn.
So you're like, yes, and then no, as this thing is like, "Rah!" and like just going total
You
beast
son
mode.
of- Yeah, then for my other attack, I'll try to land back on my feet, jump up, and do like a headbutt under the chin. That is a 21.
Okay, at 21, yes, that will hit.
Okay. All right, 7 plus 6, 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you smack this thing again for 13 damage, and it gets to the point where you are sure this thing, if it was any other kind of beast, it would be dead. It would be unconscious. But it just kind of steps backwards with your blow and is sort of stunned there. And you can see, even as this is happening, like its body is healing faster than you can to possibly knock this thing down.
Inga was right. We gotta burn this guy. Gotta burn him down. Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
Well, let's see. Okay, use my bonus. Yeah, I'm spent.
Okay. Inga, we come to you now, and the boy has made it to this corpse and is digging in the snow, reaching for something, looking for something on the body. And it's your turn.
I don't have anything that does any fire damage. Well, yeah, no, unfortunately. All right, well, she is just going to. Yeah.
Are you still in Christmas tree form?
I am still in Christmas tree form. How hurt are you all looking?
I'm good.
I'm hurting, but I'm a wizard, so what else do you
You're always
Right.
happy. How are
Oh
you
my
doing?
God.
Gob's
It-
just south of half health, 29
Copy
out of
it right
72.
now. All right. Well, she'll go ahead and she'll throw a cure wounds on Gob first. So you will get back. Nice, 22.
Oh,
Oh.
Gob wags his tail.
And
Be
then-
healed. Like, ah.
That's new.
And then she's gonna throw another radiant bolt at Wolf Boy here. Ooh, that is not great. That's only a 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the wolf is unconscious. The wolf is standing
okay.
here unconscious, so you can auto hit and you damage its body, but it still doesn't drop. It's very, very disconcerting what's happening. Maybe let's see, Ingo. Do you think you would have had experience with lycanthropes before?
Lycanthropes? No, I don't think so. If I had an action, I would just cast create bonfire because I can do damage with that.
Okay.
Oh well. You healed.
You healed.
Eh.
All right. Then this thing can't take legendary actions. So Minnie, we come to you. Do you think Minnie would have had any experience, heard, studied, read about lycanthropes at any point?
Sure. I mean, I think it's possible because she is an archaeologist that she would have come across something, whether it be in the form of, oh, this was like a shrine to Selene or something. So they talk about it or some other form like that.
Then why don't you go ahead and give me either a nature or an arcana check to see if you understand what's going on.
That's going to be a 17.
Okay. Something you know, it's pretty basic knowledge when dealing with were creatures of all kinds. The only thing that can kill them is silver. The only thing that can really kill them is silver. So you can light this fucking thing on fire, you can hurl it with bolts, but until you kill it with silver, it is not going down. It is going to come back, and it's going to come back, and it's going to come back. And Inga, you notice now that the boy is tugging at something, a belt on this body in the snow.
Yeah.
And Minnie, I'll say that didn't take like an action or anything. So go ahead, and what are you doing?
It's a free action to be smart, everyone.
Knowing stuff
True.
is a free action.
No.
All right. I don't have anything silver after thoroughly looking through my equipment.
Same.
So yeah, she's just going to keep trying to do the damage to this thing. Because there's nothing else she can really do. But as she's gonna reach out and do her firebolt on it, she's going to yell out to everybody, "We need silver, kiddos, if we want to beat this guy. Otherwise, we're gonna be here forever, and my spells are not infinite." And then I'll just do my damage. No.
Hold his giant golden keys.
Damn!
Right.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
Oh no, not my keyblade.
So 14 points of fire damage if it matters.
Yeah, you are burning at the body of this thing, and it is still kind of stunned hanging there. You know that if it gets to its turn, those wounds are gonna stitch up, and it's gonna do murder. There's nothing you can
Murder.
do unless you hit it with silver. And Veronica, we come to you as you hear this boy. Now he started crying and making the sound of frustration as he's tugging at this belt that won't come off of this bloody shredded corpse in the snow.
Well, she was already going to make her way over to him, and she'll like kind of kneel down and be like, what are you looking for? What are you trying to get?
And yeah, as you're looking at this body here, it's hard to tell exactly, especially just at a cursory glance because the bodies are so mangled. But the scraps of clothing on this individual are noticeably different than everyone else's. The body has pieces of jewelry and maybe some kind of cape, a heavy pelt on it. So maybe this was someone important. and this belt that the boy is tearing at. You see, it's a dagger belt, and set in the handle is a blade. This boy is trying to pull out this blade that has this beautiful wolf's head on the pommel.
Veronica will like kind of gently pat him on the head, be like, thank you for this. Grab the blade and like pull it from its sheath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a dagger. It's a nice, beautiful, 6-inch stiletto. And as
heels, yeah. New shoes.
You pull this blade and it shines beautiful silver in the light, and you hear the boy kind of collapses with the effort, and he says, "Mother."
Oh boy.
I feel so bad, but right now we have other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Would that have taken an action to take the silver blade out?
I'll say no, that was like a bonus action. So I'll say this thing is reeling right now, and if you want to use an action to try and destroy this thing, just tell me how you do it.
Oh, you will see Veronica like bring her axe behind her and kind of put the dagger up. She is mouthing something to herself, and then all of a sudden she just launches forward at full speed with this dagger in hand, just flying full force at this creature and trying to drive the dagger right into its skull.
Yeah. And you do, and I mean, with the impact of your strike, the body falls as you like drag it down into the snow, and you hear that satisfying crunch as you drive it clean through the skull, and the silver just cuts like butter through this thing's skin and pierces out the other side. And finally, this form ceases to move. And you see it grows smaller, shrinking back down as the fur kind of falls off of it. And you just see this man lying there in the snow, again, covered in scars, those burns of frostbite. And he looks so small for someone who did so much evil. Now we're out of initiative. And I think this is a good time to open up our dice giveaway.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Survive dice giveaway. So we are giving away this beautiful set of orange and black dice from RPG Dice. Look at them shine. So the deal is we are going to put a word. We're going to tell you this code word. You have to type it into chat to enter, and then you have to stick around to the very, very end of the episode to pull a winner. So only enter if you're going to stick around to the end. But Sage, what is that code word?
Exclamation point. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin! Yay! October early. October is early. They do look like a
Close
lovely,
enough.
like, amber ale. Like, that's what I think of when I look at them.
They really are beautiful shade of orange.
Yeah, they're magnificent. So thank you so much, Joe, of RPG Dice. Dice spelled with a Y. You should check out Joe's website and follow on Twitter to see more beautiful dice porn pictures. Who doesn't love that? But with that, I need to refill my glass, so you will entertain the people.
I also am going to get some whiskey.
Oh, okay. I think you're muted.
Is that the
I
Snoop
still
Dogg
have-
wine?
Yes. This one's just okay. The red is really good, surprisingly. Not sponsored, by the way.
But we're open to it, Snoop.
I fucking
watching.
wish you would, Snoop. I dare you.
Got
Oh
the
my
balls to
God.
sponsor the Venture Maidens with wine.
Could you believe that? That would be the best.
It's the dream.
I wonder if he even knows what Dungeons and Dragons is. What would
I
Snoop Dogg play? I mean, the
The
obvious
internet
choice is
answer number.
bard, but
Well, yeah. Celebrities
but
and
that feels
bards,
like
man.
cheating. He's already a bard, so what would he be?
He's a cleric.
Cleric. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cleric of like
Those herbal remedies.
yeah, god of Joe. Either like a harvest god or just like a god of like partying, but like cool, chill style party.
What?
Druid. That might be fun too. Yeah.
God of chill.
Oh, Snoop Dogg, wild shape for Druid. He
Yeah,
could
that's
actually
pretty good.
be a dog, and he could snoop around.
Oh, totally.
And
He
he
would
could-
grow weed.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
He
his thing.
Plant
Yeah,
growth.
try to sing nature cleric. That makes sense.
I love it.
Is there a nature bard? Because that would really like embody.
Not till you make
Rosie.
one.
It is. Not that I can remember.
Not until we make one.
Your partner,
nature bard? Like-
Rosita.
My
my
bard,
God.
Rosita. Wow, you guys, we did it. Dead wolf man.
What a fight, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good time.
Mm. So you are all kind of standing there, I think, in this moment. And I mean, Gob, there's clearly something wrong with you.
Ugh.
You've contracted something,
Dog slime.
and the kid now
me
is
about it.
is making noise, but continuing to kind of cry over the body of this person he called mother.
I was seeing Gob sweating a little bit. Inga's like, "Are you feeling okay?"
Yeah, I was just a little hot and cold. And
In the middle of the snow.
my eyes are bleeding a little bit, but it's fine.
You just need
okay.
trail
Well,
mix. It's okay.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do something for you. And she's going to cast Lesser Restoration, so she can touch a creature and end one disease or one condition.
Mm.
So I'm gonna give you a freebie here.
Ooh.
Lycanthropy is actually a curse.
Hey,
Okay,
if it-
maybe
I'm happy.
maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
I'll stick through it for one night. I'll probably
Uh,
sleep it
So
out.
long as the moon. Yeah, I was like, so long as there's not a full moon in Oral's castle, we'll be fine.
Well, you have no idea how much time has passed.
It's true, I guess. So, do we even know how much time has passed when we're normally in Icewind Dale? Let's be real.
It's hard.
True.
It's hard to tell.
Right.
Inga does, because Inga knows the stars like the back of her hand. But
Yeah, she's made out of
literally on the
them.
back.
Right. They're literally,
literally-
the back of her hand. Like,
I'm literally Stardust.
so Inga, you would know that there's not going to be a full moon for at least 3 nights.
Yeah, I'll be fine then. Don't worry about it.
We'll
We won't
figure it
forget
out.
nothing.
Yeah, let's write this down and not forget about this because this one seems important to remember. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can Veronica roll to see what she knows about lycanthropy since she's like a bounty hunter specifically?
Sure. Go ahead and give me, Arcana, or I'd accept nature.
Let's do Arcana.
Oh, yeah.
21.
Okay. So then you would know that lycanthropy is a curse that is contracted when a were creature bites you, and it works and presents similarly to poison, but it is still in fact a curse. And you would know that during a full moon, somebody afflicted with lycanthropy is forced to change into this sort of hybrid kind of form. And particularly at first, it is not under the control of the person affected what happens to them, and it presents as just ravenous, bestial rage and hunger until somebody is able to master the disease, the curse. But that can take years, if it's even possible. You know that some creatures are born lycanthropes, and in those cases they don't have so much like the rage and the horrible issues that somebody like forced into it does. But it's very touch and go.
Veronica will relay all that information to everyone, and then she'll go up to Gob and like scratch the underside of his chin and be like, "Oh, first night. I guess we're gonna be a little
Legs starts
kinky, huh?
oh,
I'm just gonna have to chain you up."
I show you my belly.
We have discovered what
Children,
Veronica is
please.
into. We're learning.
It would be
about
like
it.
a were corgi or like a were shih tzu or something, which is like just like this much. She's completely shaved everywhere
Oh,
else, but it's
man.
just like the beard.
no, he'd be a French bulldog, I think.
Oh
Very
no!
like small and stocky. Like,
No!
You can let Twitter decide and be fine.
Right, it's like what is
Chat,
Gob's
tell us,
wear
Yeah.
doggo form?
we need to know.
I imagine Gob like a Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
Just like real scrappy.
Or like one of those like super buff like cropped-eared pit bulls. You're just like, oh,
I
oh
love
God, you're so cute. He's just standing there like this, like, oh.
Look at your big fat head.
Big blockhead.
Oh, he would be one of the dogs
Oh,
that
yeah.
would like woof, and like his whole body would just like jump. He'd just be like, oh.
Oh. Speaking of dogs, so
What?
you all are kind of standing there, I guess, decompressing from this situation.
Kid backup. Sorry.
And Inga, again, with that passive perception and a very odd feeling suddenly occurs to you. It's like that same feeling that you get when you're standing beneath like a perfectly starry sky, or you're looking at that stretch of ocean, or just that quiet moment of just nature feeling
At
so
peace.
powerful. Yeah, like that oneness with the universe, and your attention is pulled almost against your will towards the snow, towards the snowy tundra. And you see
Yeah.
a wolf, a perfectly white wolf, just stepping, padding silently through the snow, making its way towards the camp.
She is going to like hold out her arm, like sort of like in a sort of protective gesture, and like a wait, don't move, don't freak out. As she turns over her head over her shoulder to look at everyone and says, I think a very powerful spirit is on its way to us.
Yeah, and you all can see, as Inga does that, a wolf walking towards you all. It's not particularly large, it just looks like a normal wolf, moving in perfect silence, and it kind of stops at the edge of the camp and considers you all with very intelligent eyes, as if almost asking if it can approach.
Veronica will move in between the wolf and the boy and just kind of, stand there and nod to said wolf.
Mm-hmm. And the wolf, takes the moment and kind of nods back at you. And
Who's a good boy?
and it approaches even closer and stops very near where you are, Veronica, clearly focused on the child, who has stopped crying from behind you, and he's kind of looking up now, staring in wonder at this wolf. And you all hear, you don't see the wolf say this, but you all hear a very soothing voice in your head. Do not be afraid, little prince. You have survived, and I have come to bear you to safety. I will take you to your new tribe. And the boy sort of stands up behind you, Veronica, and is like looking up at you and looking at the wolf, not sure if he should go.
Veronica will look down at the boy, look at the wolf, look at, is the carcass of the man still there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look over at that, be like, okay. And she will like kneel down and kind of like look the boy directly in the face and just kind of like cup it and look him directly in the eye and be like, it's okay, you can go. And just kind of like usher him towards the wolf.
Yeah, and he does. He takes, a couple hesitant steps forward and looks back at you all and says, thank you.
Veronica's just like tearing up, like, my baby.
God, those thumbs up.
Veronica, perhaps you should give him his mother's dagger to remember her.
The one that's still stuck in the head of the hold on, like just like walk over and just like take it out, just like
Again, easy to slide. The silver just in this thing's flesh is nothing.
oh, that was easy. Just like, kind of clean it off. There was some snow on it. Like, gotta get the brain goo off. That's unfortunate. And she'll like slowly walk up and present it to the little boy, hilt first.
Yeah, and as the boy and the wolf have kind of watched you do this and are now looking up at you, it's curious. The wolf and the boy have that exact same seafoam green eyes.
cute.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
And you hand off the blade, and for the first time, the kid moves with confidence as he takes it and kind of clutches it to his chest and nods and gives you a little smile. And then he turns and climbs on the wolf, which looks larger now, large enough to support a child. You're not sure how that happened or when that happened.
Magic.
Whoa.
You know.
Yeah, he climbs on the wolf, and the wolf again nods to you all, turns around and walks off into the snow. And the snow swirls around you all, this halo of ice snowflakes that you've become used to whenever one of these tests ends. And you find yourself standing once again in that basement room. But you're not alone. There are two people looking at you who look very surprised. One is a man, sort of a middle-ish height man with black hair that's been kind of slicked back and a very well-kempt, pointy goatee. And he's wearing these red robes that look very familiar for some reason. And standing next to him is the shriveled, undead face of a man completely encased in spiky, huge armor with this large sword and just the graying, like, wisps you get from, like, very fresh corpses.
Veronica's immediately like, axe. Hello?
Oh, hold
Whoa,
on.
whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa.
no, Veronica, put it down, sweetheart.
Who are these assholes?
Yes, no, I don't mean any trouble. I am here with Minnie. My name is Dazan, and this is my servant, whose name I am looking for in my notes. Yep. Quintas. We are peaceful travelers and just looking to parlay. And Velian coughs out some blood because she really
Been
messed up.
gorged to shit.
Right,
Oh,
like,
Dazan, this is a little awkward. I didn't get a moment.
Oh, Velian, it's a pleasure. And she slumps against a wall and looks up and, what are you doing here? Someone explain what's happening.
yeah, I'd like an explanation too, please.
Yeah.
And I think Dazan, Krintas turn towards you, Minnie, like waiting for you to explain and make everything right in this moment.
And Minnie just kind of like trying to like not make eye contact with anyone, like sets her purse down and takes out like a bandage and starts bandaging herself. And she's like, well, wouldn't you know it? It was a crazy happenstance. I ran into my old flame. It's funny because he was kind of burnt a lot. Well,
Oh.
so
It really
anyway,
wasn't that funny, but okay.
I mean, you're here now. You have to laugh at it someday. You're old as
that's
shit.
true.
She's like,
This dude also looks like he's maybe 30, by the way.
Oh.
yeah. So we ran into each other while I was with Xena, and he asked me if I would help him make amends with Velian.
It's amends. I have good intentions. He kind of backs up and then retreats.
Am I telling this story or are you?
Oh, I was just helping.
I'm confused though.
Right, Veronica looks down at Gob like, are you as confused as I am? Like,
Gob's gonna sit on his butt and pull out some rations and start chowing down a little bit.
good idea.
Yeah.
Veronica will lean up against the wall and do the same, just like watching this like catastrophe unfold. Like,
So anyway, he was hoping that he could aid me and get me to all of you, so that I could aid you,
Yes, I helped.
and kind of come together as a group and work towards a common goal. And she just smiles at Belly and she's like, and your thoughts on the matter, dear?
And he's smiling with way too much teeth, like directly behind you. And the undead white sort of lets out like a
You'll get
breathing
used to that.
rattle sound. And
That-
Velian, so did I see Inga? You healed Billy.
Yeah, Inga will reach out to both Minerva and Velian with like a nice little double pat on those shoulders and be like, well, that's nice. It's nice to meet you.
Well, this is a little awkward considering how things left, and also I saw you burnt alive. How are you still here? And Dazan is like, oh, it's an old trick I've learned. But anyway, I really am sorry about how things ended last time, and I really think we should pool our resources together at this point so we can take down avarice. What do you say? And Velian's like, you ass. I've spent all of this time, gotten all the way here, actually figured out how to get this book, get in the glacier, and now you want in?
Ma'am, you had help. Simmer down.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yes, I know. I found all of you, and I helped you and made this relationship, and now this man wants to reap everything that I have sowed. Am I right? And Dazan is like, I don't know. And kind of looks at you, Minnie, like a help me. Look.
I think we can all agree more the merrier when we're doing something as treacherous as this. And in the end, all the knowledge that will be obtained will be far worth it. There will be plenty to go around, plenty glory if you intend to present it anywhere. I wouldn't worry about that, and I think that in this shithole, any help is good help.
Oh, wizards.
Yeah.
You're all the same, even if I do love you, Minnie.
I don't know what you mean by that, so either thank you or fuck you.
Oh,
That is the only appropriate response, actually.
yeah. Minnie, I guess if you want to vouch for, Crispy and his
Dazan.
undead buddy.
Not crispy.
Yeah.
Grindas is that fella over there.
Yes, Krintas, my manservant, and I am Dazan.
Anyway, it's your call, Minnie.
Servant. Oh dear. Well,
I mean, he helped me get to you all, and we're all here alive. So, in the end, helpful.
orals are the only thing that we need to worry about at this point. So after she's dead, y'all can do what you want here. Just don't become her 2.0.
Yeah.
Velian's expression has just turned completely stone cold, and she and Dazan stare at each other for a long minute before she says, "Fine. Perhaps we are getting into a situation where having extra bodies might be helpful. All I'm saying is that if you're to die along the way, well, I'm bringing you back to use you to see this mission through, so..."
Yeah.
Veronica will walk past Velian as she says this and be like, "Hey, sweetie, same thing goes for me. Let's go find that walrus nest where we go next."
Right, Hoopla, where is she?
Oh, no.
Oh, good. Then we can come along and be one happy team.
Well,
Oh, God.
Time bound.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dazan, maybe
Don't tone it
speak
down.
less and help more, sweetheart.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Celeste, I have to give it to you for giving us NPCs, and we're all just like, like we know this person in real life. We're all just like, oh God, like.
Oh. Ooh. Cool. So now you have 2 wizards from the Arcane Brotherhood following you around, and a bunch of undead kobold minions, and an undead manservant. Y'all are getting quite the entourage. Yeah, and I
a
mean,
dog. And a fox.
you don't have to go and a fox. And a fox.
Oh, Jingles, yes.
Yeah.
You
Jingles.
did free Balto Thunder though, so you know
Yeah,
he's out helping
One less
Oh.
creature.
the citizens of East Haven. So, yeah, it doesn't take you long to find Ukama because this is so interesting. She is slid, on both of her, like, little, what do you call them, fins? Like, watching. Yeah, she's got her head resting on her
Flippers.
little arms,
Right.
and she's like, oh my god, this is, like, so drama.
I just felt like her like her head like resting on her tusks, like propping her head
Yeah.
up.
You're
Forgotten
telling me,
realms, yeah.
sweetheart, it's kind of making me glad that the Arcane Brotherhood didn't let me in. Fuck.
They all seem very stuffy, Minnie. Very stuffy. I mean, that one is probably literally stuffed.
She just kind of
I'm
leans
not
into Veronica
stuffed.
and she's like, just wait till later. I'll tell you about when Dazan hooked up with the bad girl from the other side of the tracks who wasn't in the Brotherhood.
The scandal.
I would like to
These
say he was
insults.
younger then, but he's literally exactly the same.
You know, that piping hot tea would be great in this cold environment. So spill it.
Not now, not now.
Was that the
Ukama
last?
will say, oh, you like did all the tests, like that's super like a super good job. I like totally thought you were gonna die.
Your vote of
Yeah.
confidence is great. Thank you.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
like lots of those like stinky like animal wearers come in here and just like die doing these tests. But I didn't want to like discourage you,
well, it serves them right for wearing animals.
right?
How dare they?
Right? Meat is murder.
Oh no.
Did any of you guys, she's just like speaking under her breath to like Inga, did any of you guys ask how the fuck this crazy thing happened? This crazy walrus? Like,
Oh my god, we already went over this.
Magic.
I did not ask for this.
To us awakened.
oh, well, you're thriving, I think is
Yes,
moisturized,
exactly.
best
I
life.
am living my truth. Anyway, the ones who like do survive after doing all those tests, like the very few, they usually go in that door. And she points with, one of her arms down one of those, the passageway directly to the north. So the one opposite of where the giant queen is buried.
Did it have a marking above it?
Yeah, so if you check out this door, you see, let's see, what do you see? So I think this door, as you are looking at it, you see, oh shit, yeah, the passage leads, damn it.
Oh no, my notes.
Hey,
Get my
Inga,
glasses
can
out.
you
Here
do
we
you
go.
have any more healing?
Hey, can you?
Yeah.
or can we take a short rest?
Oh yeah, sure. Rest my-
I
I
was
won't
gonna say,
touch
I
you.
was like, yeah, let's
I'm
take a
in
break.
pain.
I hurt. Yeah, I mean, this seems like as good a place as any to take a short rest.
I mean,
Yeah,
after
get
all
it.
of that,
Yeah.
Get
especially
another
with the
10
big
back.
exchange and everything.
Okay, if we're gonna take a short rest, it's okay. You don't have to spend the spell slot. I can use my hit dice.
Yeah, you hit dice as well. Get
Yeah,
back
so you
on
can
my
all
good
take
stuff.
a short rest. It's pretty awkward. There's definitely some tension between Velian and Dazan. And Dazan like keeps trying to start friendly conversation, and Velian is just having none of it.
Oh no.
Veronica will, as we're having that short rest, like Veronica will look over at Dazan and be like, hey, sweetie, I realize that you're new to the party, but I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of advice.
Yeah.
I don't like Bellianne in the slightest, but
Oh, no.
she's not into you. Leave it alone, at least right now. After we've completed our mission, feel free to chase her to the ends of the earth. But for now, focus on the task at hand.
I think that's an accurate assessment, and I appreciate your feedback.
Cool.
Thumbs up.
Veronica, don't bother.
And the white sitting next to Dazan goes, kind of
You
opens
said it,
its mouth
Grintoss.
at you, and you see its tongue has been cut out, so it's sort of like,
Veronica will like scooch over close to Minnie. What's up with these people and like undead things?
They're wizards. If I wasn't good at divination, who the fucking knows?
Fair.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but like, I mean, at least this one looks like he's capable of doing something more so than the kobolds that she keeps, but like.
Oh yeah, he teleported us all the way here. It was very impressive.
I'm sorry, what? Hello?
It was a one and done.
Well, he didn't crumble into dust, so I guess that's an achievement.
I'm happy with the results, personally.
I am as well.
Oh, well, everybody grab some Chex Mix.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Hey!
Yeah!
I miss you so much, Minnie.
And
Right.
I did find that
Minnie-
description of the door, by the way, whenever you're ready.
Minnie casts Great Feast, but it's just Chex Mix.
Ah!
every bowl
It's the
is filled with
seasoning.
Chex Mix.
But it has,
Ah, the
but it has the
flavors.
cheesy seasoning.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, there's like different forms of Chex Mix. Like you've got the sweet Chex Mix and like the salty one. Like
Oh, it's a
it's
little spicy.
smorgasbord. Like
It's a little spicy.
oh, I use cayenne pepper in this batch.
What
Like,
my secret is, I'll never tell.
oh my god.
So you take this delightful short rest, enjoying your snacks, your Chex Mix, your awkward conversation, hissing from some of your companions, and you see this door that Ukama has indicated, the entrance to the vault here. You see that there are new carvings you can tell above the door. You think there are probably bas reliefs of some other figures there, but now they've kind of been like scratched away and defaced. And these new carvings up above the door represent the glowering heads of an owl, a wolf, and a goat.
Point those out to everybody strolling around over the short.
Owl,
Sure.
wolf, and goat, you said?
Mhm.
Is that significant to anybody? What, to me? I don't know.
Mm.
Well, there was a wolf type thing in the room that I was in. What about the other ones?
Oh, was it the tribes? Says Joe out of
Now there were 4 tribes.
Would I know what the what tribes are connected or what animals are connected to the reggae tribes?
Yeah, so
'Cause
it was the elk, the bear, the wolf, and the
Tiger?
Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
animals, I guess.
Um,
An owl, a wolf, and what was the last one?
and a goat.
A goat.
A goat.
Is it down low? Can I touch it? Or is it up high?
It's up high, but I mean, you can get on your tippy toes, and so someone has taken the time to carve them up above the door, here. And I mean, these are just 2 double doors in front of you.
I guess, yeah, if someone gives me, upsies over the time while we're looking.
You can stand
give
on my
it-
back.
Come on.
give it a
Right.
feel. But yeah, if they just seem like regular carving, nothing special to them, I forget it. I don't know. Probably means nothing.
Inga
Well,
will check the door
we-
to see if it's locked.
yeah, could we open it?
As you touch the door, Inga, a swirl of these magical snowflakes kind of circulate around your hand for an instant, and their magic fades like sparkles against this door that push open. And you all hear this whisper, "You have passed my tests. You may enter."
Oh, we just go indoor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that works.
I've never seen a door like this before. It just opens.
It just opens. Oh.
I mean, we had put in some work before you got here, Minnie, so
I wasn't here to see it.
it's fine. There was a lot of walking. A lot of walking.
The stuff, yeah.
Good thing I wasn't here for that shit.
Right. Like Minnie would have probably died, like gotten all the points of exhaustion because Gob got 4.
I would, Inga, carry me.
Did all of us hear that voice, or was it
Yep.
just?
You all
okay.
hear it, and it's not in your heads. It's like the very stones of this place are saying this, whispering this to you.
Oh,
Is
let's
this
go.
a normal sized door or is it like humongous since we're in a giant
This
castle?
door is normal sized,
Sally
Extra
forward.
weird.
Yeah.
I
and the
think
carvings are also new, which leads you to believe that maybe this was a door that was made by Arl's followers.
Wouldn't surprise me.
so one way to
Going
find
right
out.
through this door.
Yeah,
All right.
Gobble, push on through.
Yeah. So you step through the door. and
Veronica.
You... oh.
Oh no, Veronica, as we're going through, she'll like wave her hands and the ice will kind of like work its way around her. She'll cast Arm of Agathis beforehand
Yeah.
just to be ready,
Just do easy.
just in case.
And as you step through this door, you don't experience that swirling of snow, that feeling of being transported somewhere else. This is really just a room that you're stepping into. And arranged about this room are 3 tables of ice, each 10 feet tall, 7 feet wide, and 1 foot thick. They sit upright in stands that are also carved from ice. Script has been chiseled into the surface of each tablet. Another door stands in the middle of the far wall.
Okay.
It's a big square room, 3 giant tables with tablets on each.
So in each corner of the room, 4 of these big
4.
ice tablets that are carved with writing, and directly across from you is another door.
Can we read the writing?
Yeah, you can. So you walk up to one of them, and these are written in common. And the one that you walk up to, Minnie, says, "Compassion makes you vulnerable. Let cruelty be the knife that keeps your enemies at bay."
Ain't that the truth? I'll go walk up to another one and read it.
Exist as long as you can, by whatever means you can. Only by enduring can you outlast your enemies.
All right.
Inga will go and read
Oh,
another.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Gobble get the last one.
In solitude, you can understand and harness your full potential. Depending on others makes you weak. And the 4th and final one says, every flake of snow is unique, and that which is unique must be preserved.
Do we wait? What if we touch them in the order that we completed the trials?
Okay,
Sure.
tell me when.
Why is it that these were all terrible and the last one is something that my mom would have on a throw pillow?
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Live,
mean,
laugh,
you
snowflake.
you touch these tablets in whatever order you want to, and it doesn't seem to trigger any kind of effect or anything. You get the sense that this room is more of like a holy shrine, if you had to guess. It feels like a very quiet sort of place of reverence, and you get the feeling that these might be Arl's tenets. Perhaps these are the lessons that you were supposed to take away from those tests as you look: cruelty, isolation, endurance, preservation. And you do see that there is that door on the far side of the room. It doesn't appear to be locked or anything. Maybe this was just a way station for the final point.
Gobble jump off the big ass table
Mm-hmm.
and hoof, and check the door.
It is unlocked.
Veronica's right behind him.
Okay, you want to open it up?
Minnie's there, but she's a little far back.
All the wizards are in the back.
Right.
Wizard party.
That's the wizard spot. Yeah.
That's where the wizard should be.
So you open up this next door, and you see this chamber has a domed ceiling engraved with a giant snowflake. 2 caryatids depicting a towering woman stand on either side of a door in the south wall. In the middle of the room is a 5-foot-tall, claw-shaped lectern with a white-covered book resting on it. And immediately, Velian from behind you is like, "This is it. That's the codicil."
Yeah. You want me to grab it?
No, Gob,
Yes,
Gob, really.
You
Hold-
should grab it.
Out of all the things that we've done, like, do not just walk up and touch something that is magical.
You're right. Use your wizard hand.
Use your wizard hand.
I know one of you wizards got wizard hand.
And Dizanne whispers, "There is no aura of magic about it that I can see or detect in any way. I think it's just the book."
That seems odd, especially for Oral, but I guess she wasn't concerned of people making their way all the way here.
I mean, we did go through a series of brutal tests. Perhaps we've earned the right.
She doesn't strike me that type of person, but sure.
Well, if there's no magical aura,
All
then
right.
pick it up, wimp. She'll say to Dizanne.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, Minnie. Like,
And Velian's like, "No, I will pick it up. I
Oh,
was the one
please.
who came here." And she kind of strides forward with confidence and touches the book on the stand, and she kind of flinches and like looks around. Nothing happens. She opens up the spine. Nothing happens. And she starts to like pore over the pages of this
Just-
tome here.
Minnie from the
Bring
back.
it
Woo! Read it, girl.
Yeah. And
Ugh.
Dizanne obviously creeps up right behind her and is like doing the thing, reading over her shoulder. And she's like, "If you keep doing this, I will murder you." And he's like, "Well, I just, that language there, that needs to be transcribed. And I happen to speak fluent." And they just start bickering with each other.
and they start bickering for a little bit, and Veronica slams her hands together and be like, all right, time to go, kids.
So I will say there was a door, one more door on the far side of this room. But this stand with a book appears to be the only thing in this room.
You said there were
That
two
last door.
statues in the back?
Yeah, there are two statues that are kind of holding up either side of the ceiling here, and they're caryatids, which is those big Greek statues that are carved like people.
Oh, okay.
That are depicting two women who are kind of holding up the ceiling here.
Does anyone know what Oral actually looks like up to this point? Like, could we look at these and be like, oh, this is what, or these are made to look in semblance to Oral, or?
If somebody wants to try and make a religion check, it would be at disadvantage.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Love this journey for me.
Because Arl is like such a minor god who's really fallen out of popularity. She doesn't really have temples or statues or anything, so.
Would you say though that being a native of Tem Towns in the northern area, that like it would be more likely to run into?
I guess there are like druid cults who worship her, so I'll let you roll normal for that.
Good, because I got a 7.
Yeah, I still think it's pretty tricky.
That's a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
So I think even that natural 20 can't give you exact clarity. You are sure that you have never seen like an actual icon or a statue of Arl, but you do know that the druids that are sworn to her service, they tend to wear very animalistic masks. Often like the curved horns of a ram can represent Arl. The owl, you have seen owl masks before, and you have seen sort of bizarre amalgamations of those two, like an owl with goat horns, like these strange cloaked, hunched figures. It's very primal. Whatever Oral's form is, these animals tend to represent her rather than these like, Greek god sort of treatment that I think the other gods tend to get.
Yeah. Again, she'll definitely convey that to everyone.
I really have to wonder what it is that she did to just be, I guess, drop kicked from popularity. I mean, you have gods of mischief, gods of death. Who did she piss off to be cast so low into this?
Perhaps if she is, as Velian says, a wizard who has or some sort of caster who has become, began mortal but has achieved immortality. Starting small and then expanding influence. Not many followers.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
all generally know like the casual details. You know that Arl was like she was an evil god. Like she's the god of winter, obviously people are like hate that. And at some point like in Faerun's past, like there was a point when all of these evil gods tried to like band together and like take over the world, and that went very wrong, and now the good gods are the one that everybody loves and adores here. And perhaps Arl was involved in that struggle, a footnote of that turbulence. You do know that Arl, the god of winter, is often associated with like Umberlee, so it's like known as the bitch queen of the seas.
I was gonna
There you go.
That's canon.
That's her soul sister.
Yeah, the god of like storms and chaos, but Umberlee has survived a lot of, still pretty popular god, but Arl has been banished into obscurity in her frosty peaks.
Oh god, the mean girl goddesses.
Yeah. Well, there's really not too many people that live here by choice.
Realistically.
But everybody got to use the sea for trade, so.
Probably
Whale.
right. Yeah.
And Velian will say, I found it. I found the incantation. I think this is what we need to open up the glacier. And you see she's flipped to like the very last page of this book.
Okay. All the important information's in the middle of the book. Always. Like
and she'll sort of it's odd. She kind of reverently starts reading it out loud.
This is not Latin. Should
Yeah,
be
no.
okay.
right.
We bow
Backwards.
We bow to she who wears the crown. Let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as gray clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteland shears, bringing blizzards from the north. Ice-kissed flowers caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling her cold embrace. All the world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice. Set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise. Behold, her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time beneath her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war, long live the queen of cold and frost. May she reign forevermore.
Cool.
Yeah, that was super cool. My brain put a different word at the end of that, but I was like, it's fine.
And it's easy to remember too. It's
and
nice.
What? No.
yeah, and Velian sort of regards it in regard to all. Perhaps we shouldn't take the whole book.
What?
We
Why?
have this
Why not?
incantation. I think
You're
this
the
is what
expert.
we need.
Well, what was the whole rest of the book?
Oh, stories, songs, garbage.
Hmm.
We needed the spell to open the glacier.
And what use would it be to leave it here?
Well, we might not piss her off if we take a holy book.
Because usurping her and all she's done is definitely not going to be the thing that pisses her off.
We are here to take it down. I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Then we can take the book. I would certainly love to add it to the Brotherhood's library.
You can do a
Mm.
swap. You got a book on hand. And she will
And
notice.
Desan's like, oh, yes. And we'll, like,
I'm
take
gonna
out,
say, yeah.
like a cookbook from his pack. And he does
Looking for
it
wizards.
like that too, making faces, like, as he, like, sets it in there. And Velian just looks at him with just, like, supreme
Disdain.
Disdain,
buddy.
embarrassment.
Minnie looks at her and she's like, "Don't be embarrassed. I'm the one who fucked him."
Oh, wow.
And Velian's like, I wasn't gonna say it.
You
Veronica-
don't need to.
Veronica will walk up to Velian and do a sleight of hand at a 17 to just take the book from her hand.
All right, yeah, you can take the book. She won't fight you on that. She's not strong enough to. Yeah.
She'll like rip out the page very carefully with the incantation on it and hand it to.
Yeah, all the wizards in the room flinch.
Yeah.
Right. She does it like slowly, so you just hear every single.
Even the
tear,
white is like.
I know. That's, need a
And she'll
content warning for that.
Right, like, do you like reading?
Not on this stream. We hate books.
Veronica, you are grounded.
Yeah, cool. We'll settle it after we save the world. And she'll hand the like page to Velian, take the book, and like put it in her bosom.
I'm so sorry for my party. That was fucking obscene.
Yeah, all the wizards are like, but Velian will very carefully take another book out of her pack and reverently put the page flat and close the binder, and then slip it gently into a leather case and then back into her bag.
Minnie's gonna lean in and she's like, "We're gonna get that book back, and I know mending. The only time it will ever come in handy."
And
Veronica will look over at Inga and be like, "Oh, wizards! Like, it's a book. Get your cool magic from, I don't know, anything else.
Anything else? Books.
Oh, just sell my soul. Make a
Speak-
pack. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, some random evil creature just gives you magic. Woo!
So as Velian slides, this page away, and you have the codicil, you have what you came for. You all hear a very distant sound from somewhere far above you, the shrieking of a bird. And you see in one instant, everything rumbles just slightly, but it's enough for you to know that something very heavy has just landed somewhere very far above. And that's where we're going to end for today.
Oh, boy.
Yay! Episode 13,
Shit.
Rime with the Frostmaiden.
Don't like that.
Whoa.
You know?
Nice.
Well, before we do some outros, let's go ahead and pull the winner of that dice giveaway. Here's those beautiful dice again, these pumpkin beauties.
Yeah,
Again,
pumpkin
these
spice.
dice
candies.
are from RPG Dice, spelled with a Y. So please do make sure to follow RPG_dice on Twitter. Check it out, give a follow. Check out Joe's website. It's good shit. Who is our winner, Sage?
The world stage. If you are here in chat,
Let us know.
Claim.
Let us know. Claim these dice. Thank you, everybody, so much for stopping by for episode 13 of Rime with the Frostmaiden. I hope you all had a good time. Hope tearing book pages hurt you as much as me.
That was pretty brutal, yeah.
That was the
That-
most
that was
disgusting
the
thing
more
you've
like-
ever done.
Yeah, that was
And
Out of
you killed
everything.
people.
that was the most
Right.
evil thing, chaotic evil thing I've ever seen.
Just like murdering the shit. Like, I'm just gonna do well over 60 damage in one turn, but no, that one book page.
Forgive
Oh no! Like,
All right, it looks like the world of stage has claimed. Congratulations
yes,
Congrats.
congrats
on your beautiful dice.
Hope you enjoy.
Oh, sorry, host incoming. We are about to end our show. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. For kicking some Wolf King ass. Saving a little prince. Getting the book. Good shit. Well, I have been your dungeon master, Celeste Conowitch.
I've been your North Battle Master, Gob Herkenstone, played by Joe.
My name is Katie, and I've been playing Minerva Tinkabobble, your human wizard.
and I'm Sage, and I have been your spirit talking druid friend, Inga Selenin.
Christmas tree realness. Like,
Yeah.
We
Right.
are druidic Mariah Carey all up in here.
basically.
The literal
no.
spirit of Christmas.
Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. No. And I'm Vincent, playing your very, very axe-filled Hexblade Warlock Veronica Carnell, sweating in this wig but looking real fabulous.
Oh man, yeah, that was a hell of a ride, everybody. So we're gonna be back in 2 weeks for episode 14. So tune in. That's on the 30th. We'll be right back here. And of course, if you haven't already, please do consider following Venture Maidens on socials everywhere. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the whole works. We are ramping up to come back with main campaign 2 in July. So we're going to have a lot of exciting things, details, announcements coming over the next few weeks. So please do make sure to follow us. And if you really like what we do, if you really appreciate us, you can always head over to our Patreon. So patreon.com/venturemaidens. And for even just like $1 a month, you get access to literally hundreds of hours of bonus content, an entire podcast show that Sage has created, The Rising Hunger, which is an awesome horror campaign. If you like the horror here, you'll definitely like it over there. And Katie does amazing coloring book pages there. Our friend JB, Drop the Die, does a ton of magic items. It's all really good stuff, folks. So please do check it out. If you like our stuff, throw us some dollars. Show your love with money, because that's what's really important.
Oh wow.
And
the friends we made along the way.
And
Come
the
on.
friends we made along the way
money.
with big wallets.
I was gonna say conserving literature, but sure.
Oh wow. They're never gonna let this go. I'm
No.
here
Never
for
gonna
it.
Let this go.
I'm here for it. Yep.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, Sage, where can people find you this week?
Speaking of The Rising Hunger, we are wrapping up our 3rd and final season. We will be on episode 8 of 10. So just a few weeks left. If you haven't seen them already, we do have them up on YouTube, and we have the first season up available with that beautiful edited audio. The first season up on our Patreon. But yes, we will be back here at 6 p.m. this Friday. Here after they have just stolen a beetle and are making their way across the Sulphur Sea to recover an artifact to give to like a Lich King.
Oh dear.
So it's a good
Cash.
time.
It's super cash.
All right, I'm here for it. Yep.
Yeah. Good. Hell yeah. And Vincent, did you want to talk about Vincent's Emporium?
Oh yeah, Vincentorium's Wondrous Emporium. Things have been a little bit tight with moving from one side of the country to the other, let me tell you. Right. But starting July, like, you can check out my Twitter, check out the website. We've got a few bits and bobs and some merch. You can sign up for our email list, and when the next story comes out for the Barbarian Regalia, it'll let you know. We've got Bard Regalia up already. It's great magic item. The full story is behind it. You can either listen to it or read it. The art is coming at the end of this month, and after that, it's just going to explode into the wind. So
Hell yeah.
some fun stuff to come.
Yes. And Katie, why don't you tell people about your stickies real quick?
Oh, counterspell.
My stickies.
Guns and guns.
Yeah, so I have an Etsy. You can find it at etsy.com/shop/lazymermaiden. A lot of them are inspired by Venture Maidens. I have a Farah middle finger counterspell sticker.
So good.
I've got
Okay.
portraits of all the campaign 1 maidens. I've got little tiny emoji ones for funsies. I've got for my Midwestern folks, whoever you are out there, I know you exist. I've got a natural 1 ope sticker that are sparkly. There's the holographic pins of fate. Those aren't on there, Joe. Those are special.
Be jealous, everyone.
I got 20 charisma babe sticker. I got a lot of stuff, so you should take a peek see, because it's really fun and I'm really enjoying doing it. Also, there's one of my dog.
Just casually throw that in there.
That one was for me.
Take no shit.
Right.
Hell
Hack
yeah.
in.
Hell yeah. And Joe, do you want to mention one more time where people can go to follow you?
Oh yeah, you can see most of my stuff on Twitter. RPG_dice spelled with a Y. And yeah, that's probably the best way to get a hold of me, or that, or the website. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
Hell
Hit me
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Y'all fucking rock. So until next time.
Stay frosty.
We're getting better. All right, everybody.
13 episodes in, yeah.
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.